Hey, it's September 15th. Me and Cody came back to check the camera where a couple of my hit list buck are what we think are living. Cody came in here and checked it for me a couple of weeks ago. We had 700 plus pictures of all doe. So we're gonna pull this camera no matter what's on it, knowing that the bucks use this just because of the terrain, the way the land lays, and what we observed in here last year. So I'm gonna go pull the card and see what's on there now, and then we're gonna move the camera to another spot. Well, after checking the card, we kind of found what we expected. Just a bunch of does, and this is definitely gonna be a rut spot.
We're on our way back to where I hung my camera or stand last week. We're gonna go put a camera in there and see if we can get some pictures of it in front of the scrapes.
Okay, what we got here is Cody ended up coming in here and hanging a stand up, and this is one of our areas that we really like to hunt, we really like to look at. You can see right here we got an old rub. Looks like it's worked up pretty good in the past. Directly behind me there's a scrape that looks like it's been tore up a little bit. We're going to work a little bit and hang a camera up on it and see if we can get any pictures of any bucks in the area. Right above me, right here is where Cody hung the stand. Should be a pretty good season spot. Right up here, this big ryegrass field up here in front of me. Looks like it's real thick, so we got a nice bedding area. A couple of crab apple trees that run along the creek.
Me and Leo, my brother-in-law Leo Simbeck, came down here after we checked Adam's camera earlier this summer. We saw on the map that this spot would look pretty good because we got railroad tracks up here. We got the creek right behind us, and right over about 50 yards there's a high wall the railroad tracks go through, so we knew the dude had to come around it, and that's what made us come here. We came down through and we saw there was trails everywhere. We picked out a tree and we picked out this triple maple. Decided to put my stand up in it. You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully we can see some deer in early season, maybe get some bucks chasing later on in the season.
Just hung the camera. We put it on 2 active scrapes. We worked them up a little bit. Put a little bit of scent shield, almost steaming, pre-rut buck lure in them. You can see all the way down here on the left. That's a pan down there. That's a nice bench that runs along that field edge. And into this, if you go right behind yourself, you see a nice bedding area. Our stand's right in between that. I've seen some good areas, some good looking spots that look like they're going to be promising, and this is definitely one of them. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope that 8 poles runs across here, or one of his buddies that's just as big as he is. Cody and I just walked back in here to film one of our hit list segments, talk about one of the hit list bucks, and what we stumbled upon was a couple white oak trees, and guess what? First ones of the season we found that I found that are producing. It's definitely a good sign, something you go out in the woods and look for, you know, whenever you're going out, especially early season, see what trees are producing. And I haven't seen red oaks, white oaks, any oaks producing this year, and finally we found one.